welcome to Elks 101. Another episode of Elks Central, breaking this one down.
Reagan, touchdown Edmonton! Fajardo, Dunbar, back on top go the Elks!
Okay, welcome in. Elks 101, October 14th, week 20 on the horizon. Declan, Eddie, and Rick with you. If you missed last episode of Elks Central, we recorded that yesterday. You can go check it out. But before we get into anything, gentlemen, how are we?
Happy belated Thanksgiving.
Hey, happy belated Thanksgiving, man. Where do you guys come out on Thanksgiving in terms of a holiday?
Yeah, I'll take the day off.
Hell yeah. I like how we do it in Canada.
You don't. I like how we do it in Canada as well. Like October, I think is the best month to have it. November, way too close to Christmas.
Too close.
Yeah, it is. They push it back in the States for sure. Yeah, deep November. How'd you guys eat? You guys come out good?
Yeah, always eat good on Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny because I was texting my family about plans, and my mom wasn't doing anything this weekend. She's going to do something next weekend just because of some scheduling stuff. And my dad was out at his cabin. So it was just me and my girl. It was like, I think first Thanksgiving of my life. I haven't been with family.
What'd you do, chef? You chef something up?
No, we ordered we ordered like a turkey meal from the Fairmont.
Oh,
yeah, like
nice.
they make you pay a pretty penny, but they do a pretty good job. Like
For sure,
get everything. Yeah,
So how's it coming? Kind of just like a plate, man.
It's like a full meal. So it like serves four. So it's like a full half turkey, but like good meat on it, and then
comes
veg.
boxed up.
Yeah, comes
Cool,
boxed
man.
up. Like comes cooked. All you have to do. Yeah, and then some potatoes, veg, pumpkin pie, stuffing,
Yeah.
some scones, some rolls.
I didn't know that. I've been to the Fairmont now for their brunch. Their mother's their brunch.
Ooh.
Ooh, boy.
No,
it's good
You go
eating.
broke trying to take your mama there.
Dude, I'm telling you, you go broke paying for this meal. Like take a second mortgage out, sell your car, maybe cut out Oodle Noodle for the week, like whatever you got to do to make it happen. Because
Never the
they're not giving it away, bro.
Never the noodle.
They're not giving it away. And it's funny because so you like order it through them, obviously, right? And it gets dropped off by a taxi. And it's a weird, like, I obviously assume they have some partnership, but it's funny, like, it's a pretty, like, kind of fancy, intricate setup. And then for it to just be dropped off by a taxi.
Oh yeah, they don't have any type of delivery system over there, right?
I was
So
like-
they'll do cabs,
Yeah,
they'll
that
do
makes-
Ubers, whatever it takes.
And they got cabs waiting in there.
Oh, yeah.
lined up all the time.
Here's $30. Take this over there, please. No
Well, it's
problem.
funny because we were like tracking the cab on like online, and the cab was going to the different address. So I like called the base and I was like, "Hey, I think you have the wrong address for drop off," and they hung up on me. So I called again and got through to a guy, and he's like, "No, it's fine. Just it'll be there."
2 drop
We're
offs.
like, "Okay."
Yeah, they're not
And-
taking one meal at a time.
Well, dude, it was fun. It was apparently so because I talked to the guy, and apparently, like the order that was getting tracked for us was just a separate order, and there was a separate driver bringing us ours. So we got it like 45 minutes late. Kind of cool. I'm not complaining. It was a good meal, but
Okay, so what'd you pay, man? Let's just get to the nitty gritty. What'd you pay for the box?
I didn't pay. Shout out my girl,
Okay.
but it cost like $450.
$450. So
Yeah.
for a dinner for 4, you're looking at $115 a person.
Yeah,
That is hefty.
and it's
Y'all got to learn how to cook, bro.
Yeah, you do.
dude. Well, here's
Cool
the
experience.
Yeah.
I'm an okay cook. I'm like pretty bare bones, chicken rice, But I would have cooked a thing. But the problem was it got put like I didn't find out from my parents that they weren't doing anything until like Saturday. And we were like, or Friday maybe. And we were like, we got to scramble. And it was funny because I texted my dad. He pretty much hit me with the be easy. Like I'm out here.
Yeah, have
Figure it
fun.
out, kid. Yeah.
I love
He was
you.
like, hope it works out. He didn't even throw that in. He just, hope it works out. But no, it was cool. I love Thanksgiving. I love the idea because I just love fall, right? Like football, Halloween,
Whether
big
it's
Halloween guy.
nostalgic,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
It always makes me like remind myself, reminisce back to high school.
The Thanksgiving food, though, is just, it's on
so
par,
good.
Was there
bro.
stuffing in the box?
There was stuffing. Yeah.
There's never enough stuffing in the box. There's never enough, man. That is
I feel
perhaps
you,
that is
Rick.
my favorite out
I
there.
feel you right.
And the fact we only get to eat it 2 to 3 times a year is absolutely insane.
I carved up pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it this
It was crazy
this
because
Tuesday morning.
on like on Monday I had like some turkey leftovers for lunch, obviously. Then went for a run in the afternoon. I got back and I just smelled like my sweat smelled like turkey.
For sure.
Like I was just smell. What did you guys do? I don't even think. Were you guys like with family? Like, what was
Just low key with my immediate family, with my wife and kids, and yeah, we did a ham this year. I was feeling a ham. Always do the turkey, for the holidays. Whenever you do a big meal, so changed it up. Did a nice ham in the slow cooker. It was nice.
I like that.
Take a nice ham.
Fries actually, instead of do mashed potatoes or something, I just cut up some potatoes, throw them in the air fryer. Man, kids love it. So did that. Of
Yeah,
course.
you'll go to the turkey and the mashed potatoes for
it's just a
Christmas, right?
potato. It's just a potato,
Yeah.
just done differently.
Yeah.
And then, we had some stuffing, homemade pumpkin pie. It was nice. Broccoli. It's pretty low key.
You make your pumpkin pie?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Shout out.
I didn't make it. My wife made it, but I told her. She actually, the other night I came to her. I'm like, man, I want some pie. You going to make me some, baby? She's like, just go buy one. And I was like, how you going to do me like that,
That's not
man?
the same.
And then I think like some guilt set in because like an hour later, late at night, very uncharacteristic of her. She like comes down, whips out all the ingredients, gets a pie going for me. Very uncharacteristic at that point. So shout out to you, baby. I love you. Crushed it. So it was a good weekend, man. Good weekend. How about you, Rick?
Always good, man. Always good. I had a little Friendsgiving there. So we got the turkey, the stuff, and the mashed potatoes. But to be fair, I do most of that of myself. I've taught myself how to cook over the years, and I like to eat. I love food. And the only way to do that is to make sure you can cook it yourself. So I can, no problem. I'm I'm good in the kitchen.
I am too, Rick. Confidently consider
Hell yeah.
I'm good. I probably, in our house, like I definitely cook 90% of the meals.
Yeah.
Really? Huh?
Yeah. Maybe it's a control issue, but I definitely, cook the majority of the meals.
I would rather it's like that, but like my girl doesn't like when I cook.
Really, eh?
I
Can you
am.
throw down like something simple, even just some good chicken on the barbecue?
She like hates chicken. So, and like most of what I make is like, to be fair to her, like I
Food
keep
that you
it,
like to eat.
Yeah, like I keep it chicken, rice, and veg.
Yeah,
like chicken, rice, and broccoli.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I could eat that every salmon, rice,
For sure.
sweet potato, and I'm happy with that. So like that's not everyone's cup of tea. I get that, but I'm always saying like she'll always
If you're a
complain.
beast, it is.
She'll always say like, oh, like I don't want to, like I don't want to cook tonight. I'll be like, I will cook. Like I'm happy to do it. And she's just like, nah, like you won't make what I like. So I'm just.
What does she like? Pasta gal? She like?
Yeah, she does. Yeah, a lot of pasta. She likes kind of like poke bowl esque stuff.
Mhm.
Like
Which is no different than what you
No,
eat.
that's
It's
what I'm
just
saying.
slightly-
Yeah. That's what like I try to put out there. I'm like, hey, like my stuff's
Do you mess with
pretty
that
similar.
though? Like,
yeah, for sure.
you'll eat poke bowl?
Yeah, I'm pretty-
ahi tuna and all that.
For especially, I'm big of the mindset. Like if someone's making me dinner, I'm not gonna complain. You know what I mean? Now it is a little different when I'm offering, saying, "Hey, I'll do it as well." But like if someone's gonna make me something, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "No, this isn't good." Like how privileged can you be?
We're so
you can't. Yeah, you
We're
can't.
so fat,
you can't
guys.
do that, right? So
We could talk podcasts on food just alone, huh?
Easily.
Last food question. Rick.
Easily.
Last food question.
Yeah.
What do you throw down? What's your go-to dish? What are you best at?
You know what? Give me the barbecue. I'll mess around the barbecue, but I can go. I'm talking steak, man. I can do some chicken. I
With
can
all
do
the sides?
lamb. I can do a little
All
bit of
the
everything.
sides?
Oh yeah, let's go. I'm a big potato guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to get those in the air fryer from time to time. Maybe chop them up, do some fries,
Yeah.
do the mashed potatoes, turn them into double, twice baked stuffed potatoes.
Mhm.
All sorts. I do tend to like avoid the vegetables sometimes, not because I'm trying to avoid vegetables, just because there's no room on the plate.
I could tell you, I knew Rick was a steak guy.
Oh yeah,
sure.
man.
I was like, I know he makes a good steak.
Rick's the type of
No
guy
problem.
that just eats a steak on a plate. Like,
Oh, yeah.
nothing else with the meal. That's
Oh, and you have those prawns in the fridge on the prawns in the freezer.
13 ouncer
Let's go.
right to the dome.
No problem.
Thanksgiving here, like I feel like as Canadians, we don't really peek at it that hard. Like Americans love their
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
it's
it's bigger than Christmas.
Yes.
Well, that's just
Yes.
it. We still do ours second to Christmas. They do theirs over Christmas,
Yeah,
right? Like
honestly.
their Thanksgiving means more than their Christmas does to them,
Yeah.
where we are the opposite.
It's funny too, because they're two biggest by far, Independence Day and Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, Christmas really seems like an afterthought. You know, like
Yeah, it's definitely not their number one.
Black Friday is more hype than Christmas.
Yeah, for
or
sure.
Boxing Day even.
Well, yeah, they have their Black Friday. We have Boxing Day, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, shit. Should we just get into some league stuff here?
Sport,
just
baby.
jump right into it.
Let's do it.
Okay, like the Lions game coming up this week for the Elks. Like the Lions have kind of sneaky been rolling. Like I think people thought of the Lions as just maybe a slightly above average, like middling.
They seem
kind
dead
of
in the
team.
water, right? Like a month ago, and then
Yeah.
they've been winning.
All of a sudden, you look at their last 3 games: 38-24 over Calgary, 27-22 over Toronto. Now that, granted, Toronto's not some world beater, but before that, 52-23 against Calgary, 38-27 against Ottawa. They had that slip up against Ottawa on the road where they still scored 33 points. Like, but these last 4, they have knocked it out of the park. And this offense is just rolling.
Yeah.
And Nathan Rourke is a guy who now, I don't think I'm sure he's going to be BC's MOP nominee, if I had to think, just because he plays the most important position and 4,500 yards, 27 touchdowns. I don't know if you can put him in MVP conversations over guys like Bo or Kenny or
he'll be up there though,
but
for the West. He'll probably be coming out of the West.
So very well could be the West nominee. And like this BC team balling, like I said, 4-game win streak. And this is a BC team. I want to give Edmonton the credit because Edmonton, when they played BC early in the season, they didn't really have their shit figured out. But you could probably make the same case for BC, that BC didn't quite have their shit figured out to the extent they do now. And you go into this one, like you lost twice to BC, like I said, kind of got your shit handed to you a little bit. Like
kind of
like the first week.
First game we were close.
The first game
wasn't close.
Was bend over, bam.
Yeah, the second one was terrible.
But the first game, even like it was close, but you were lucky that it was close. And then when it blew open with Trey Ford's interception in the third quarter, I think it was, you were like, okay, this is how the game's going to go. And this is probably indicative of how the game should go. So like, I'm saying this is a team that kind of rocked your shit twice. This is another fun one. Only team in the league Edmonton hasn't beaten so far this year. Yeah. Edmonton has 1 win against every team, I believe it is, right?
Yeah, I believe you're
and maybe they might have 2 against Ottawa.
Yeah, I know just factually in the West that this is the only team and
only team they haven't beat. So they got to go. Too. They got to go on the road to BC. And it's funny, the scheduling for this one. So it's going to be on Friday. Saskatchewan and Winnipeg play at 6, and then this Edmonton BC game is 8:30. So that Saskatchewan Winnipeg game, that might not even be finished by the time the Elks and Lions have their kickoff.
Probably
and
won't be.
Yeah, right. And if Winnipeg goes on to win that one, like you're out. And then you're wondering what kind of game do we see? Like if you're in the first quarter and it's 0-0 or whatever, and you get the call that, Winnipeg's beating Saskatchewan because they're playing at home. Saskatchewan's also taking their foot off the gas a little.
Yeah, they're starting Jake Mayer.
Yeah, they are. He was taking first team reps. If you get that call that, Winnipeg wins, are we throwing Cole Snyder in there for some reps? Man. Are we throwing Trey Ford in there for
It's
some
not
reps?
over though, isn't it?
No.
Like what's the
Winnipeg is still only going to be
if Winnipeg wins, they'll be 9-8. The worst they'll be able to finish will be 9-9.
What about Calgary?
So if Calgary,
you're right.
If Calgary, Winnipeg, and Edmonton all finish 9-9, which could be possible, for the 3-way tie, it goes to the winning percentage versus all common opponents, which Calgary will have regardless because they went 3-0 against Winnipeg this year. And then the tiebreak between Edmonton and Winnipeg
goes to the points.
Yeah, which Winnipeg has. Yeah. So
curtains.
Yeah. So I'm
going back to your question though. I think that you're going to see a competitive game still, even if it's the bad news that you receive. Because these guys are playing for their jobs here, Deck.
Yeah.
Right. And this is
somebody
still
said for that.
The eye in the sky never lies. And that is your resume. Mm-hmm. And these guys are going to want to put out good tape and continue. We've said this word so many flipping times this year, but continue to lay that foundation, the foundation going into next year.
Yeah. I think of you have some big name, high price players who haven't really always shown up. And it's across, a few different positions, right? The defensive line is something we've hammered on.
Honestly, if we look at all the high price guys, I would say almost all of them have underperformed this
year. Yeah, a little bit. Curly, I think Curly leads the team in receiving yards, but he has not been, I would say, indicative of his price tag. You should be a clear 1,000-yard guy at that price tag and a clear go-to number one
breaker,
option. Yeah.
Exactly.
Dave Naylor was on Jason Krueger's show a week back or so when he, it might've been Farhan actually. And they were talking about Steven Dunbar and how Steven kind of emerged as the number one receiver. Yeah. And Farhan was like, yeah, listen, credit to Steven. He absolutely has, but Steven's a number 3 on most teams in the CFL. He didn't go out and say that should have been Curly's that's kind of me saying that it should have been Curly who should have been that number one guy. And again, all the credit in the world to Steven for establishing.
Did Farhan say anything about just guys underperforming?
Yeah. I mean,
is that what he was alluding to?
Yeah. It was a little bit, the conversation there was mostly about what Ed Hervey is going to do with the receiving core next year. And again, it wasn't, specific to Curly, but you look at some of these guys who I think have kind of emerged who aren't, getting paid that much, like Benjamin Victor.
Victor Hilaire.
Oh yeah, OJ Hilaire. I think those are two guys who
two guys that'll be competing.
Kaon is a guy who's become a favorite target. But I guess to your point, like this week against BC, if Winnipeg does go on to win that game at home before them, it is a showcase spot for a lot of guys. Because you look at like how many guys on that defense weren't starting week one or were in different positions.
Majority.
Right? And you look at
both linebackers, almost all the D-line except for Brinkman. So
yeah, because Robbie Smith, or was it Robbie or Barlow who drew back in, but they were.
I think Robbie is supposed to be back last game.
But they were backing up
was not
Noah Taylor, and deservedly so.
Oh, was it Robbie who was up? I didn't even see him get burned.
No, here, let me.
I thought it was maybe going to be this week he'd be up.
It might
I thought
be.
they were debating him being up with his health last week.
He was in the lineup last week.
Okay.
And they went with Noah Taylor instead. And what's funny about that as well is Robbie's a Canadian. So you're willing to say like, hey, we'll make the ratio work somewhere else, knowing we gave you all that money because Noah's playing well.
That's beautiful too. Just from the coaching staff to not honor the contract and play politics. Because normally a guy who's making the highest ticket on defense, you're healthy, well, you're going to play.
Yep.
And I've seen that. I've seen how it alienates guys because you look at this guy sideways thinking, this mug shouldn't be out here, man. I've been balling. You're just active now and you're all of a sudden starting again?
Yeah.
It's not fair. It's not how it works. So it's nice to see Killam and staff honor that and had kept Noah Taylor starting.
And Brandon was playing the other side. Brandon Barlow was the other end there. But yeah, like Noah's played great. And he's a guy who you look to say like, okay, that's certainly a piece for next year that who's come in, whether, due to injuries, due to whatever it may, mostly injuries, I guess, on that defensive line, played well. And you're like, yeah, okay, we can rock with this guy. But I don't know. It's interesting to think about. I'm just really curious to see what the game plan, like I would imagine if Winnipeg wins and then you're now out of it. I hope there's not a weird 3-way tie. Like if Calgary, Winnipeg, and Edmonton, I know the first place goes to who has the best record against the common opponents there, which will be Calgary. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the second place goes to the head-to-head, which Winnipeg has because of the tiebreak. I don't think in a 3-way tie scenario, they use winning record. I'm pretty sure it's winning record to separate number one from the pack.
And then you figure
and then head to head. I'm pretty sure, but
I don't honestly, I've never even encountered it. So I don't even know, to be honest.
Yeah. But I'm saying like, if maybe I'm wrong, I don't think I am, but maybe I'm wrong. And there is something to play for even if Winnipeg wins. I really don't think so though. But my point being, assuming it's not, I'm interested to see what the game plan looks like and how much they highlight individual players in individual spotlight situations just to see how they can perform.
They'll be playing for jobs.
Yep.
You might not be playing for playoffs, but you're always playing for a job.
Yeah. And there are some guys who have got to feel pretty good about the ground they've made up this season. And like
teams gonna look different next year too.
Yeah.
Like it will. Like some of the staples we're used to, like let's put our GM hats on, and it's so harsh, but you have to do it. We all play. Yeah. Me and you, I know Madden. Rick, you're probably NHL GM mode. You got to move on from like Jake Serezna. You have to make a decision coming off an injury, unproductive year, big money. Trey Ford. Got to make a decision. Cody Fajardo. There's like guys, Niles Morgan. There's guys that have been here for quite some time who mean a lot to this organization that you might have to make some decisions on.
Yeah, it's the quarterback room, and I don't want to. It's fun. Like we maybe this conversation's coming a little too early, but you do look at the most important position in you could make team sports, the quarterback position, and we talk about how well Cody's done this year and deservedly so. But then you think like 33 without a contract, done a lot of good things to put a lot of wins together for this team. But yeah, you wonder like, what is this quarterback room? Is this quarterback room going to look the same next year? Like, what's it? And then I wonder like, what could happen with Trey Ford? I don't think you cut him.
And what other, say you trade, but like the partner at the other end, what other team wants him? Again, both these guys, to me, the way I see it, and I don't want to be harsh, but they're both great backups. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would love to have either or as my backup. I would love to.
I like Cody as my starter. Like I think Cody's a good starting quarterback in the CFL.
You don't think
No.
we need more here?
You think Cody's like we were talking about yesterday? Like even just look at the week over week, the past 4 weeks, it's like performance has declined. Arm strength he's a good game manager. I'm not saying he's a crappy starter, but I would love to have him as my insurance policy.
I would like to have a better option.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Like, would I rather have Nathan Rourke? Yeah. Would I rather have, Bo Levi, even at his age? Yeah. Would I rather have Davis Alexander? I mean, Montreal certainly would.
Would you rather have Zach Collaros or Cody Fajardo?
I think I'd rather take Cody.
I'm just joking.
You gotta take Cody.
But I'm saying, to that point, you bring up some of who would you take? Would you take Cody or Trevor at his age? Trevor had a great year. I'd take Cody. Would you take Cody,
I'd take Cody.
or would you take VA?
I'd take VA.
Yep.
VA's a lot younger. There's an argument for that.
Mobile.
I think most people would probably agree, but I don't think it's some wash. Like I don't think VA is I don't think we're comparing Pat Mahomes to Spencer
No, it's
Rattler
not
here.
like levels. It's not levels. No.
And then you think about okay, Dustin Crum or Drew Brown. I'd take Cody over either of those guys.
I like the Crummer though.
I know you do. You are a big Dustin Crum guy. Nick Arbuckle. I would take Cody over Nick Arbuckle. and he's actually played. Man. Nick Arbuckle, he had his peaks and he played very well. He had a pace where he was on like a 6,000 yard, 50 touchdown season or something. He had a nice peak there where he was playing really well. Then Davis. I guess I'd probably take Davis. Bo at the A. I don't know. But I'm saying I just listed every starting quarterback in the league and I feel like I'd take Cody over half of them. That's a good spot to be in. Mm-hmm. And again, he is going to get older and he does struggle with some things, most notably the deep ball. But sometimes when you have a guy like Justin Rankin in the backfield and you have a defense that I think is probably going to take this next step next season, sometimes you can live with a game manager. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, no, it's not. And if you look at Cody's history, the more he spent with an organization, the better he got, the more winning was done, right? Sask, he did quite a bit of winning, had some good success in his 3 years as a starter. Montreal ended up winning the Grey Cup. And I believe it was his second year there. Maybe it was
in Montreal. Yeah. I think it was his second year in Montreal.
I think it was his second year, ends up winning Grey Cup MOP. So yeah, run it back, give him a shot. But like Rick says,
there's a better option out there. There has to be a better option out there.
You'd like more. And this team has some great scouting department people in place because they've already uncovered a couple of nice gems. So
first year in Montreal. It was his first year in Montreal. It was his first.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Our bad. Yeah. And it was, again, kind of an underwhelming season. 15 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 3,800 yards passing. Did complete it at about a 71% clip.
Well, he's always going to complete at a good clip because he wants to preserve that completion percentage. So he won't throw danger balls. He'll take sacks. That's been a league-wide known thing about Cody. Yeah. But he heated up in the playoffs. Not terrible, but pedestrian numbers there that you just mentioned regular season, but he got hot in the playoffs.
Yeah, his best season in terms of touchdown to interception ratio was 18-8 back in 2019.
Was it 18?
Which is, and that's what I'm saying.
That's his best year.
16 games started. 18-8, 4,300 yards.
That was his best year with Moss. That was Jason Moss.
And then obviously in that Grey Cup run with Montreal, he had 6 touchdowns in the playoffs there, which is nice. You'd like to see that.
I thought he's thrown for more than 18 touchdowns. Is that his career high for passing touchdowns in a season?
18, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, that was his first season as a starter.
It seems low, no?
That's super low, man.
That's one touchdown a game, bro.
Damn, man.
Come on.
And then 2021.
What's this year?
This year. Let me pull it up.
In
it's off
8 games,
like 1 TD a year or 1 TD a game.
I didn't.
That's not good. No.
I'm trying to keep it professional.
That team was 12-4 with him as a starter. That's what it's about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's all about the winning.
Sure. This year,
good defense though.
This year, 12 touchdowns to only 3 picks at a 75% completion rate.
That's good.
2,900 yards.
12-3. That's good. But again, we all know, and part of this is Cody, part of this is Jordan Maximic. There is a lack of aggressiveness in this offense.
Yeah. And even when there seems to be some aggressiveness, doesn't always work out.
No,
it doesn't always.
You count steamboats till that ball gets to you deep.
Yeah. As a DB,
you're always coming back. So there's always going to be a PI call. I'm coming back as a receiver.
if I'm a DB and my if we're in man and my receiver's running a 9 and I'm playing against, Cody,
You're just jogging.
I'm jogging.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're jogging and you're going to wait like that.
I'm
Just so everybody knows that 9 is just a go route, right?
We're
9's just a
terrible,
go.
man.
Yeah, just run.
We
It's
love
just a
you,
go.
Cody, man. You've done some good winning, Cody.
Dude,
We're terrible, man.
Same thing. Like
Rick says 18.
if he's running an 8 into zone and I'm the safety and he's running my zone, I'm jogging over.
Yeah, man. Because you just got to run to that spot. You don't even got to run with your receiver.
You can catch up to the ball.
Just run about 10 yards shy. It'll get to you.
Nah, you guys hate the quarterbacks on this
Yeah,
team, bro.
we've seen-
Every quarterback I bring up,
That's
you guys
just a crazy number, man. That's a crazy, like
That's
his,
a crazy number.
like his
You
best season
slag
ever
my
is
quarterback.
1 TD a game.
Nah, he's a winner. He's a winner. But Deck, come on, man. His career best 18.
That's insane.
That is like very low.
Yeah, it's not high, but
Certainly not. Like you'd think like okay, 24, 25.
but he ran for 10 touchdowns that season
okay, so that-
and 600 yards.
he's got a lot of
Baller.
rushing touchdowns to his name now. He's been a
41,
short yardage.
actually.
Yeah, he's been
Funny
short
enough.
yardage QB. That's how he made the claim to fame earlier in the
Yeah.
career.
Baller.
All right, you're a winner, Cody. Look,
He wins,
we
man.
talk our talk, but you're a
W's mean more than TDs, I
winner.
suppose.
Yes, they do.
Absolutely W's mean more than TD. And he's the other guy, like he is. You don't find this with quarterbacks as much as you do with like wide receivers or especially DBs. But Cody really doesn't have any ego to him. Like you talk to him and he is
No,
team
he's a
first.
very
He is
humble guy.
yeah. He is team first. He's like Cody. Allen Iverson's always my favorite example of this. And respect to the legend because AI had me as an 8-year-old white kid in Canada won in cornrows. So his impact
he did.
cannot be undersold. But AI was a guy, he would rather score 45 and have the team lose by 30 than score 6, go 2 for 18 from the field and have the team win by 5. You know what I mean? Cody is happy to go out there and throw for 40 yards and 2 picks if it means the team gets the win instead of 350 yards and 5 touchdowns and a loss.
He's grown up
And
a
I
lot,
respect
too.
that.
Cody's grown up a lot since 2019. He did a lot of complaining and stuff back in the media and kind of came off as this whiny persona.
Yeah.
That was what was talked about in circles, but he's really grown up and yeah, he's matured a lot, man. Just as what a face of a franchise should be. Says the right things, does the right things. Good man.
Yeah. No, he's he's what you like. He's what you want as a leader, for sure. He's what you want as a leader. So when we look ahead to this BC game, what do you guys look to as we're jumping around. We're jumping, we'll get to Rick's rants and Steele's reels in a second. But when we look ahead to this one, what do you guys look to as your keys to the game? Like it can't really be with Winnipeg this past week. It was you could kind of make it as simple as like, don't let Brady beat you.
Stop
You
the
understand you're going to give him the ball, but make Zach throw. Make Zach have to throw to beat you. Like make it tough for Brady. Take Brady out of the game. Make them beat you with the passing game. With BC, you don't really have that as much because like Nathan Rourke, we just talked about kind of the MVP level or MOP level he's ascended to or got near. And then you look at like running the ball. I want to get the stat here in front of me because James Butler has had an incredible season, 1,100 yards, 5.5 a carry,
Leading the league, I believe.
10 touchdowns. I think Dedrick Mills might be.
Dedrick
Mills might be, but I think they're 1-2. I'll look it up.
He had been. I knew he had been when I just recently had looked. But man, keys to the game for me. They have a gargantuan over there in BC that you have to slay, and his name is Nathan Rourke.
Mm-hmm.
He is our Justin Rankin here in Edmonton. Everything goes through him. And how you stop him, I'm not going to be some meathead and say, oh, you got to stop him on D. No. What you have to do is throw off his timing. You have to disrupt Nathan Rourke's timing defensively. Don't let him be in that rhythm because when he's in a rhythm, he is so sharp and he throws such a quick dart out of his hand, man. So disrupt the timing, but then take it a step further. When that timing is disrupted, this is how he killed you earlier in the season. Don't let him get off with his legs. Stop him. You had him a couple times earlier in the year wrapped up in the pocket. Finish those plays. Don't let him escape up the middle, up the A gaps for a 12-yard run on 2nd and 11. Right? Those types of things. So A, disrupt the timing. B, finish the play. Don't let him get off with his legs. That'd be my key.
Yeah. No, I think it's said well. And you look at his last couple games out here. I just want to pull it up to make sure I have it right. Like his last game, 414 yards, 25 of 32 against Calgary, 4 touchdowns. Bit of a blip against Calgary before that, but the game before that against Calgary, again, 331 yards on 20 of 24 passing, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Game before that against Ottawa, 308 yards, 21 of 26. So he's getting the ball out, and he is doing it so efficiently. And Edmonton is a team, while I think they've made a lot of strides and they've made a lot of improvements in their defensive coverage, especially in zone. It was way too soft early in the season. And I think some of that was schemed because of the lack of physicality from some of the guys back there. So they have changed that around a little bit, but they've still been hurt with just like, if you're not getting beat deep, you're getting beat short with high efficiency, quick completion. Like I said, high percentage throws.
Yeah.
And Nathan is a guy who's really going to take advantage of that. The problem is, like, scheme wise, I don't know how much with 2 games left in the season you're getting away from what
right?
Because the other thing is, like, yeah, you're definitely going to, you're going to throw something on the game plan for that, and you're going to do something to try and mitigate that. But there's also a degree of, like, we're 6-3 in our last 9. We got to win these 2 out. We can't get away from what we've been doing to get us 6-3 on our last 9, even if maybe that would play to taking away Nathan's strengths. You know what I mean?
I do.
So.
I do. I'm having a brain fart. I'm trying to rack my mind here. What's the receiver in BC? He's like a tight end, Canadian. He's huge.
Oh yeah, the Canadian kid.
Hold on, he's a beast out of junior. He played junior ball in Langley. It was for Langley, I believe. Oh, I know it. He's one of my favorite players on their team.
Hold on, let me pull up the depth chart because I can picture him
Play
too.
Slot back.
Yeah, and he's built.
He's huge.
Yeah, he's built like a tight end.
About his 3rd year in the league, I believe.
While you guys are figuring that out there, I just think, you got to get to Nathan Rook. You got to make him throw the ball when he doesn't want to throw it. I think our defense has been pretty good lately anyways, but to me, you got to get your points. BC's going to get some points. That's just going to happen. The offense has to get 7s. They need to get 6s and 7s, no 3s. Don't leave this on Blanchard's foot. They need to go out there and they need to put up points and force Nathan Rourke to keep going against our defense and give our defense a chance. But the defense has to go after him. And when you get a hold of him, you can't get out of your hands. He's gotten out of the hands before. You get your hands on him, you have to bring him down. This is a team you can't mess around with.
Javon Couture.
There it is, Couture.
Yeah. His 6'6", 240. And I think he's bigger than 240.
He's bigger than 240. That's huge, man.
It's a big target.
So
he plays like a...
he plays physically. So why I bring him up is because teams are kind of... You see DBs are leery when it comes to tackling him. He's huge. I am very excited to see the matchup of this DB unit coming down the way they've been whacking out kneecaps lately. Oh, yeah. I'm excited to see how they're going to hit him. Boy, they're going to come whacking on Couture's knees. You have to. And he's been having a hell of a season too.
Can't tackle him up high as much as Paul LaPolice would like to tell you to.
Just go high. I'd like to see my guys go high on that one.
Yeah, it's probably not a smart move.
That's why you're asking coaching
exactly,
no more, bro.
For real,
like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Rick, we talked about it. What was your thoughts on the officiating last game?
I was left scratching my head a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and say that I know the ins and outs of the rules that as great as some other people, but
shit, man, neither do I apparently.
Yeah, someone who watches a decent amount of both north and south of the border, I was left scratching my head a little bit.
Oh man,
and the missed face mask. Like, what are we doing here, bro? That was the most blatant face mask I've ever seen.
Rick says south of the border, man. This whole tush push. Buddy the guard jumps offside every time.
Oh yeah,
every time. I'm so confused why.
Well, they did say in that one was the officials have pulled them aside and said if you can see it in real time, cool, but you can't break it down frame by frame. Why? I don't really know. But they're like, if you can see it, play it in full time. If you can see it, then we should be calling it. But if you're doing frame by frame, that's not.
They did also come out and say they're going to start like officiating it differently. But
I don't know why you can't call down from so you can call down from above for some things. Like this is one of those things where it's so hard for someone on the field to see, but you can see it from upstairs. Why not just call down? Like there was definitely one of the 4 in a row where I think was the right guard. He came in towards the center early.
Yeah. That's a
And
5-yard penalty.
and
That
if the ref can't see it, whatever, but call down and call it that way.
Now you can't run 4 tush pushes in a row.
And you don't have to get rid of it either then.
The Eagles have gotten a little in the past year or two. They've gotten a little bit of that Chiefs treatment that the Chiefs had for like 4 or 5 years.
Everybody gets that when you get to a certain level of success, though. Like the Patriots had it.
True.
You go back to the 80s and the 90s,
In
the
every
Niners and the
sport,
Cowboys, and
except for hockey.
Yeah.
Every sport except for hockey.
It's like opposite in hockey.
Yeah,
bro.
they make it harder.
Just
on
better
both
you are,
sides.
yeah.
Just hold
it.
hold and hook Connor
Yeah.
McDavid whenever you want, bro.
Burn it.
Dude, it is honestly crazy that like the refs are just like, man, he's too fast, bro. Like you gotta hold.
gotta fight through it.
They come
like-
out and say that he plays at such a high speed.
you got to fight
Can't call
through it.
everything.
Yeah.
Dude, it's honestly like
Can't
you would
call
have to call a penalty like pretty much every shift.
Easily.
I mean, the thing is too, you could call holding on literally every play.
In football? Oh yeah. for
One of
sure.
those 5 offensive linemen are
Someone's
holding.
grabbing something.
Yeah.
For sure. You
Because
like,
technically, you're allowed to grab within the shoulders.
Yeah, the chest plate
So
here. and
grab the
then
chest
if
plate,
there's
hold
an
on for dear life.
extension And you see jersey being, but like, man, those guys, they're taught to mug you up. You know, they're taught to bear hug.
dude, yeah, like every play there's holding, and I would go as far as to say every second play there's intentional holding.
For sure.
Like you can hold and get away with it.
totally,
Like,
totally.
dude, the amount of holding to non-holding calls, it's got to be like 95-5
Yep.
or like 96-4 or something
And
like
the non ones
Yeah,
that just get neglected.
Yeah.
For sure.
that. Okay, do we want to get to a little Rick's rant?
Let's do it, baby.
Speed
we
this
ready for this
bitch
one?
up.
Spiced up.
So I live in the middle of downtown. I know some people are going to think they're on their side. Bike lanes. I have no issues with bike lanes, right? So I'm referring to pretty much 102nd Avenue, which goes from like 124th Street. I don't know how far east it goes right now. I agree with them. Let's get bikes, go the extra block north or south, use the bike lane. That's what. However, there are still street signs there. So like in front of my place, there is a 4-way stop. So all 4 vehicles have to stop. However, there's also everyone has to stop because the bike lanes too, these have stop signs as well. I was always taught when you learn how to drive, if you're the smaller vehicle, you should probably be a little bit smarter than everything else. Because in case of an accident, the smaller one's always going to lose. Bicycles, scooters, whatever, they just go flying through there with no care, no nothing. And again, I am for the bike lanes. Let's keep them off the big roads, but there has to be a way to figure out and force these people to follow by their own damn rules.
There's a lot there. There's a lot there.
Dude, my thing, listen, I think, everyone should have the right to bike if that's what you want to do. Like, do your thing. But every cyclist wants to be a vehicle when it's
Yes.
convenient to be a vehicle and a pedestrian when it's convenient
That's
to be
so
a
well
pedestrian.
said. And I'm guilty. I'm guilty of that as a cyclist myself when I'm in my area. I'm doing whatever is easiest at that point in time. You're absolutely right,
Bro,
man.
it drives
it's so
me
annoying.
nuts.
It's so annoying.
And there is the odd good cyclist out there, like 1 in 15, 1 in 20,
Who's putting up their hand,
who's doing
turning.
everything right
Yeah.
and extra
You're-
cautious.
Man, I can't. I'm so in on this. I know
Yeah.
this isn't in or out. I'm so in on this, man. First of all, the investment into the bike lanes itself. Like, we live in Edmonton, Alberta. I like that you want to health and wellness and you're biking,
Yep.
but there is such an unnecessary investment into the bike lanes and the biking infrastructure here. I'll say it. It's Edmonton. You can only bike here for so long. And the biking to begin with wasn't even that terrible for you to have to invest millions into tearing up roads just to add a little bike lane.
Yeah, like I'm not against bike. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, I'm just going to say that. Like, I think there's too much. And I'm not anti-bike. I'm all health and wellness.
Mhm.
If you can bike, please. But I just think that there's too much. But when it comes to what Rick was saying about the pedestrians and the bikers, man, it is way out of line. They're so reckless out there and they think that they own the road.
Yeah.
And I think even the pedestrians are worse, man. You'll be downtown and they'll just walk out in the middle and expect you as a
For real.
driver,
Yeah.
the motorist, to stop.
Don't they know I'm texting? Like,
I've never experienced anything like it, honestly, except until I lived in Edmonton.
Like a weird entitlement.
I've been across
yes,
Canada.
perfect
It is.
word.
It is. I've been across Canada. I've played in many cities. I've traveled to many cities. Like, I've experienced every major city. And I've never not seen anything like Edmonton where
Yep.
the bikers and the pedestrians will just go and expect the entitlement. I've never experienced anything like it.
Entitlement's the perfect word. Like pedestrians is a crazy one. Like you go to a city like Toronto or even Calgary, which has more people than Edmonton, and they don't like there. You'll get a lot of pedestrians, a lot of jaywalkers in Toronto. It's a little more normalized there because of how their grid system. But in Edmonton, it's just
a road.
Yeah, it's such a sense of I'm going now. Figure it the fuck out.
That's exactly.
And for cyclists, man, like I got no problem if you want to cycle everywhere, same as you. But the entitlement of cyclists is you could put them above anyone for just how much they think they own every fucking square inch of that road, no matter what. And it drives me so nuts because the biggest thing for me is like they make it your problem and they just say like deal with it. Like, and it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy.
You know what else, man, gets me really going is the motorists that stopped to let these people cross the road and stuff like that.
Dude.
Well, we're just driving on a road. It's 50, 60 clicks. All of a sudden they're braking. It's like a family of ducks that they see that they want to let cross the road, except it's a pedestrian. Yeah. Like it's nuts, man. It's nuts.
Oh my god. Dude, speaking of just another one with cars in general, my biggest pet peeve on the road is when someone, like, let's say we got 2 lanes right here and there's like an exit here and they're in the right lane and they just stop and try and just throw the indicator on and try and get into the left lane. Like you do not get to hold up traffic because you're in the wrong lane.
Think ahead or be left behind.
Oh, it drives me.
Zipper it up efficiently.
And dude,
just zipper over, man.
I'm a big honker. Like I'll honk the horn in other people's cars. Like if I'm the passenger seat, I'll reach over. Yeah,
man, this is crazy. So it's funny you say that. I'm a big honker too. Yeah. Big honker, quick honker. If you're not going on a green and stuff. My wife, she hates when I do it. But she'll get in verbal altercations with people and like finger people. Yeah. And that's like, to me, way worse because you don't know who's crazy out there, who's going to follow you. Very beautiful woman. Like you could get followed and crazy stuff, right? Sure. Whereas she'll get on me for honking. I'm thinking, well, you're the person flipping the bird off, man. Like talk about hip.
Yeah,
I think about that too. Yeah. Like, cause I think we talked about it on this show, like some road rage incidents. I'm pretty sure that was here. That wasn't Sports 1440.
No, that was here.
Yeah. But it is like, oh man, it just, I hear it like.
You got us going today?
Yeah, I know, right? Nailed that one.
And I don't even know what the solution is.
Honestly, I don't know. Like, unless the police got out there and start like cracking down those who are rolling through the stop signs or something like that, which I don't think they ever would.
No.
If there's no repercussions, why would they do anything?
And it's just like, your point is like, yeah, bike lanes are great in, principle. You can use them for 4 months a year.
Yeah, exactly. Like max.
Yeah.
It's
maybe that's why, like maybe since the cyclists don't have such a finite period of time, maybe they just.
Well, it's a little more than 4, right? You're gonna be able to use those to almost December, and you've probably been using it for. You're probably closer to 7 or like 8 or 9, especially when they come and clean them up.
Fat tires on. Okay.
Oh yeah,
no way, bro. Like you can you can't. No way in November, December, January, February, even like March is.
November is like 2 weeks away though.
Yeah, you're right. Global warming and that.
Yeah, like we won't have like snow till middle of December. Might have a little bit of snow on the ground, but it's not like.
Isn't that crazy as well?
I hope that cold hit me hard yesterday.
Oh yeah, man.
It was cold.
I don't mind the snow. I hate the cold. Give me fucking 9 feet of snow and no more than minus 25.
I agree. Minus 25, bro. No more than minus 10.
I'm trying to give and take here, right? I'll take it as far as minus 25. Let's keep it out of the minus 30s, please.
The wind is the worst. That's the one that really gets
absolute worst.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know how I played in like minus 20 weather with no sleeves on. I think crazy. Back and it's just, I couldn't do it, man. I'm a coward now.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
I'm so soft.
Oh, I could never. I remember one time, like, cause again, like when we were like playing high school ball and it would get cold in those games in November, those provincial quarters and semis. And like, it was, you see guys out there with no sleeve. And my coach was always saying like, it's like, dude, like it's not tough. It's stupid. And especially at that level, it's like, bro, we're like 16. Yeah. Like, what the fuck are we
just
doing?
A lot of standing around too.
Like
it's not
throw
like a real.
But look at those guys in the NFL making $30 million. They're all like, I got to do the same thing. It's a little bit different for them, right?
Yeah,
bro. I'm like, it's like you're a 16-year-old in Grand Prairie, man. Like just throwing an undershirt. Like I didn't see your ass. I didn't see your ass at the field once, bro. Like just
like your career ends at the end of high school.
Pardon?
your career ends at the end of high school. Like it's okay to put on some underlayers there, but
Yeah.
Now make sure that shit look cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Color coordinate that
don't
bad
be
boy.
sagging
Yeah.
and baggy.
Dude, it was always, that was another funny one. Like when you would get like bench warmers who would wear just like, they'd say, fuck it, just throw on like a full hoodie on because they knew they weren't going
Just
to
a
play.
red, like a red hoodie.
Yeah. I remember like in grade 12, we like for the provincial playoff runs, we would call up like a few members of the junior team just to like come practice with like essentially kind of not even really be a practice squad,
Some
just to
warm bodies.
kind of get like a feel for it. Like, hey, if you're going to be playing senior ball next year, like this is, what it looks
That's what
like.
it's about.
And they would, but they would dress for the games and stuff. Like they would essentially become, part of the team. And they would just all be sitting there on the sidelines, like full hoodies on. And I remember thinking like, man, this it's gotta suck for you guys. Like this is
just
like,
sitting there
yeah,
eating the cold.
Yeah. Shit. Cyclists though. Crazy one. Do we want to get to Steele's reels? Anything you wanna,
Don't really have many clips.
Yeah.
here.
Anything you want to highlight?
Yeah, I did want to highlight, and we talked about that penalty. And the penalty that took place was the unnecessary roughness on a receiver.
They were making up new phrases, bro.
Never had seen that before. Have you guys ever seen an unnecessary roughness hit that wasn't targeting? It was a low hit, a fine normal hit. It was a normal hit.
But I don't even think they like the wording was what was so strange because I don't even think they said unnecessary roughness. I think they said I thought it was unnecessary hit.
Oh, I quoted it here.
Okay.
And it wasn't, he didn't say defenseless receiver either.
Because that's one thing, like unnecessary roughness, that's a penalty. Targeting, that's a penalty. Like hit to a defenseless receiver, that's part of targeting. But unnecessary hit, that just like
you're right, Zach. I'm tripping. Unnecessary hit.
That's what I'm saying. Like that.
This is football, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly like what are we doing here?
Yeah, I'm tripping. You're
unnecessary hit, bro.
On receiver. So
you hit him too hard.
Crazy,
You could hurt him.
crazy penalty. We've never seen that. Never seen that in football before. But the football gods came out and they spoke because just 3 plays later, it's very similar to I forget who it was a couple of weeks back where we had the interception. It was against the Riders, first possession. We picked it off, fumbled it,
Kenny.
and Brock Mogensen picked it off a couple plays later.
Yeah, like
It's almost
dude,
like the gods spoke, right?
Yeah.
You should have deserved that turnover.
sorry, Kenny dropped it. We'll give it back to you guys in a second
and that's
here.
very similar to what happened 2 plays later after the unnecessary hit, which we've never seen. The gods delivered that turnover because there we go. Kenny comes back, gets the interception, takes it for a nice return, and boom. So to me, when I saw that play, the unnecessary hit, I honestly thought, man, the worm's got to turn here. This just ain't right. And it actually was so fitting that it happened a couple of plays later.
Yeah. Like that call, the whole game was just crazy. And I'm a guy, I said this yesterday, like I generally don't get too up in arms about the reffing because things equal out and missed calls go both ways. Like unless it's the 2002 Western Conference Finals in the NBA, like refs aren't really in pockets. Like I know people like to think so.
Was that LA and
that was LA and Sacramento. Yeah. And I think in game 6, LA shot like 60 free throws. Sacramento shot 10 or something like that. I probably made up those numbers, but it was something crazy like that.
Big shot, Bob.
Big shot, Bob. Yeah, Robert Horry. 7 rings for Robert Horry. It's
Crazy.
But I'm saying like things generally even out. And like as much as people like to think, I don't think refs are really in teams or leagues pockets. But
I would say they are. I am a kind of conspiracy theorist. I'll say that there's some shady things going on in all the big leagues.
I won't push back too hard on that.
But I'm not going to then sidetrack. I'll just say that I disagree to a degree.
You've already seen our NBA refs get in trouble for it.
Literally go to jail.
Yeah.
Tim Donaghy literally went to jail for it. Yeah. No, the NBA for sure.
It happens in soccer all the time.
It's just so easy.
The NBA is the WWE.
Yeah,
What the fuck are we doing? Luka Doncic gets traded to the Lakers and then they get the number 1 pick.
And then exactly, boy. But then the NHL, you could say it too, is just how they put their whistles away, and just let things go. Right.
Yep.
But again, that's not your point.
My point being, about this game specifically is like, I do generally think reffing equals out. And I do generally think there are bad calls both ways and wrongs get righted, things like that. But this past game, I couldn't believe it. Like I thought on Terrell's hit, I thought I was missing something on Justin's. Like I said, there was probably about 15K down at Commonwealth when they showed that replay of Justin's of Justin getting face mask, it sounded like 45.
Yeah.
Like I haven't heard boos like that all season. And to be fair, I wasn't in the press box at that point. I was already down at field level, but it was like deafening. It sounded like it was 45.
Obvious.
Like, and I just thought it was, I really wanted to ask Coach Killam about what he thought of the officiating. I wasn't trying to bait him or anything, but he started off his media avail by saying, I'm not, I don't want to get fined. I'm not going to talk about it. It's out of my control. So I didn't end up asking, but I would be really curious, like off the record, to hear what he thinks and just like how you deal with that. Like, how are you supposed to all of a sudden say, like, we're playing for our playoff lives here. We're in a tough game and we got the refs going against us. And it's like, there's nothing we can do about it.
You sell that as motivation. It's us against the world. You use that tactic.
I guess. I mean, you have to, because there's that. You're right.
That's all you can do.
Right. But yeah, brutal. I thought.
Yeah.
Brutal. Okay. Do we want to play a little whose line is it anyway here for this week in the CFL?
Man.
All right. First game of the week. Riders at Winnipeg. What do you guys think the line? Jake Mayer starting. What do you guys think the line is? And what do you guys think the over under is?
Winnipeg by 2.5. Over under 43.
We're going to go Saskatchewan by 2.5, and we'll go 46.5.
It's Winnipeg by 6. They're giving Winnipeg 6 in this one at home with Jake Mayer. And I like Jake Mayer.
He's a starting quarterback last year, wasn't he?
Well, he's a good quarterback.
Wasn't he in Calgary last year?
He's good insurance. Yeah, he was.
He was.
Calgary. Yeah. Lost his job, but
the over under 49.5. But that being said, if you guys are throwing money on this one, which way are you leaning?
Winnipeg, for sure.
You're taking Winnipeg at -6?
Oh no. I would money line this.
I'll take Saskatchewan to cover those points.
6. I'd take Winnipeg by 6.
I think I'd take Saskatchewan at +6, and I'd probably take. I guess I'd take the under in this one, but I wouldn't be confident.
I'd take the under.
Yeah, the under is definitely the way to go.
I feel like a Winnipeg Saskatchewan game could always end up like 41-38.
It could. I just don't see Winnipeg's D getting carved.
I agree. I don't think it will, but I just think like there are two teams that
at home too.
Yeah. No one a win in their
sell out.
You're
12
right.
straight sellouts or 11 straight, whatever it is for Winnipeg.
Number 1 team in the league in attendance this year, which I don't think is surprising to anybody.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, I don't think that's surprising to anybody. Okay, big one for us. Elks and Lions. What do you guys think the line is, and what's the over-under on that one?
That's got to be, you know what? That's got to be BC probably by, let's go 5.5. I'm going to go 48.5 for points.
Going 52 points and BC by 7.
You guys are both close. It's BC by 6.5, and the over-under is 55.5. I think for this one, I know BC's been playing real well. I know Nathan Rourke's been playing real well. I know they kind of got weapons everywhere. I know they spanked Edmonton earlier. I would take Edmonton at +6.5, and I think I would take the under in this game as well.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking Edmonton here.
All right, Owls in Ottawa taking on the Red Blacks. What do you guys think that one is?
In Ottawa, 47 points and Owls by 8.5.
Yeah, I got Montreal by 5.5, and I think the over-under, we'll call that one a clean 50.
Wow, you guys both were really close.
We're tight today, Rick.
It was so the line is -9 for Montreal, and the over-under is 50.5. Oof, almost nailed it. I think I got to take Montreal on this one. They're playing for division title.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'd take Montreal at -9, and then I honestly probably take the over.
I'm taking the under. Just because Montreal's D, man, they're such a good defensive unit.
Yeah, I can't be mad at that. And Ottawa is like they're broken.
Yeah, they're broken. They were just broken.
Yeah, like Bob Dice was not.
Oh boy, that was a tough run he had.
Yeah. Where are you going with that one, Rick?
I'm going Montreal on that one. I think they cover that one pretty easily, and let's take the over.
I like that. Yeah, betting under
sucks.
Sometimes, yeah, it's
boring,
dude. Betting the under, and
stressful
basketball, bro. Like you're just cheering for missed buckets.
Misses. But in football, you just want that good.
Exactly.
Yeah, then you could. Yeah, at least in football, you can call it a big defensive game, right?
Yeah.
Argos and Stamps.
Stamps by 7.5. Over under 51.
Stamps by 4.5, and we'll call it 48.5.
It's Stamps by 10, which is a crazy line. Although Toronto, I think you can put them in that category as well. Like they're a
I think
broken team.
Arbuckle's done too, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then the over under 52.5. Honestly, I think I would take
Close.
Calgary at -10, but I could see Toronto like backdoor cover.
I
on
would
this one.
do the Toronto to cover.
I could see a backdoor cover by
Because
Toronto.
Calgary's offense just hasn't been like sure proof this year.
And you know what's another funny one about Calgary? Their defense, who we think of like their defense was great this year.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they're the 8th ranked defense in the CFL. Can you believe that? Yeah. They're second in offensive TDs given up, which is huge. And that was they banked that early in the season.
Yeah.
But 8th in net yards against, 9th against the rush.
Wow.
9th in knockdowns defensively, 8th in forced fumbles. Like back half in sacks, picks,
Interesting.
back half in deep.
They have
pass
really
defense.
fallen off
Yeah,
because they were leading everything early on in the season.
yeah.
First half of the
They
season.
were a phenomenal defense
Wow.
earlier in the season.
So I wonder if that's teams figuring them out, or you got their D coordinator who was an American, came up from the NFL and hadn't spent time in the CFL. So was that just him coming in innovative and hot? And now teams just kind of figure out his schemes? Or what?
I think that's certainly part of it. Another big thing is looking at this defense to start the season. Like, I don't think we thought there was a whole lot of talent there, respectfully, right? Like, I don't think.
I believe you had them as the worst team, no?
I think Calgary's overachieved as a whole this year.
I would agree. I had them to win 4 games. I thought they were going to be 4-14.
Their defense overachieved earlier.
Yeah.
I think that's just all it is. We don't have to really try and figure out too much. I think
I
they
agree.
just have overachieved.
And they banked a lot early
Yeah.
in the season. And then,
And this is who they really were
Yeah.
supposed to be.
yeah. And like Jalen Hutchins, he slowed down as well because he was getting
He
DPOY
was killing
talk
it.
early in the year.
Killing
But it's interesting to think. That's why I think, Calgary could be up, 31-17 in this game. And like late touchdown by Toronto or something for the backdoor cover. So I'll take. Did I say Calgary -10? I'll take Toronto.
good.
I did. I'll switch it. I'll take Toronto at +10, and then I'll take the. I'll take a little over in that one. I like that.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. Last one. Do we want to finish up with a blind ranking?
I think I'm ready to roll here.
All right.
So maybe last week we went tight ends. This week we're going running backs.
I like that.
We're going to spread it out a little bit here. We're going to get a couple of different eras just to kind of keep everyone guessing.
Good to
So
know.
let's start off with LaDainian Tomlinson.
Man, he was
4.
so sick. No, that's too low. He was so good, man. Now I'm sure we're gonna get a list of legends, but I'm still putting LT3.
We're going to today's era. When he's healthy, CMC.
4. He ain't better than LT. I should have put LT2.
5. CMC 5.
Yeah.
Let's go with the oldest one here. We're going Barry Sanders.
1.
2.
I'll put Barry 1.
Emmett.
2.
3. Yeah.
And I think one of my favorite ones, probably from, this guy's, he's from the 2000s to the 2010s.
Yeah, baby. He's number 1.
Corey
Easy.
Dillon.
You know,
AP.
Easy AP.
Oh,
I knew
AP.
It had to be. He said Corey Dillon. It had to be AP. Easy.
AP.
That's I'm happy with that list, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine doesn't look great. Honestly, if I could have AP at 3, LT at 4, CMC at 5, I'd be happy.
Mm.
But didn't fall that way. Adrian Peterson, man, was just so
Bro, he's good.
He was so good. And
He
me,
was-
Vikings fan,
yeah.
so that was my guy.
And at Oklahoma, he was just sick.
The season that he had coming off of shredding his knee
Yeah.
was just
2,000-yard
it's
season, wasn't it?
unprecedented. Yeah,
Nuts.
just shy. Or yeah, he hit 2,000. He was like 4 yards shy of the all-time record. Unprecedented, man. Off shredding your knee,
Yeah.
coming back the next season and doing what he did.
Yeah, that 2012
How much
season
GH was flowing through his body?
Yeah, bro. That doesn't happen a
they
lot.
were-
That don't happen just normally.
No.
Let's
They
be real now.
were giving him everything, bro.
Sad story though, man, because now he's been well documented in the news, just
Yeah.
broke and bankrupt, and it sucks to see.
Yeah.
I wonder how much he made in his career. Because he played before the money got.
He was still making. I think
He was making good,
he
but
made over
definitely
100
not
million
today's.
contract.
it was good, but yeah, okay. He made
He made over 100 mil.
103. Yeah, he made 103.
And then think of off the field, at least 50 off the field.
Yeah, he was marketable. Wasn't
He was that dude. He's the face of the league, best running back for a long stretch.
So yeah, let's say
He did this too when he get going. Hey Rick, remember this?
Yeah.
Like his head do that bob, and that's when you know he's starting to get out in his big.
That dude was different, man. He was different.
Man, it's so demoralizing to see these athletes go broke.
Man, it is.
Yep.
It really is.
You got to think like you made 103 in your playing career. That's like what? That's 50 after federal and state tax. Throw a little to Asian fees.
For sure.
So you probably take home 45 mil of that.
That's just your work salary.
Exactly. That's just work.
Yeah, like he's signing some autograph. He's signing some
Oh.
stuff there too, right? He's got
So
endorsements
much
out there.
extra Endorsements.
You look like
That's where
Gronk.
the real money is.
Gronk lived off his endorsements.
Didn't
Didn't spend
even
any of
cash
his
his game
cash. Yeah, didn't cash his game checks.
This will be we'll save this for the off season for sure because we could do a full show.
Oh,
on this,
yeah,
but
definitely.
80%, man, and I've seen it. NFL, CFL players, I've seen it. 80% of football players within their first year retiring broke or divorced.
Yep. Yeah.
80%. I've seen it, bro.
I'm not surprised, man.
Yeah.
I think it's got to get a little better now. Like I think now the broke one, like we'll talk about this more in the offseason. I think it's got like the money now is just, you can't go.
It's hard to go.
Yeah.
broke.
But there's
Like,
a lot
really
more like
mismanaged.
symposiums, and there's like, hey guys, listen, this is what you're getting yourselves into. Let's
more
get and they like
literacy.
surround yourself with smart people.
But as we all can probably agree in this room, the more money you get, the easier it's to spend, the more problems.
Yeah,
it's the truth. I've noticed in my life when I'm making more, you think that the bank should be stacking, but you end up just spending more.
Yeah.
Right?
100%. Yeah, it's an interesting call. I'm excited to.
We'll get into
maybe
that
in a couple weeks we'll get into that
Yeah,
one.
we'll get into that one. We'll get some other boys who would feel comfortable talking about maybe their experiences too,
Yeah.
guys I've played with and stuff,
I'd like
who
that.
have made the wrong decisions.
We got to get like
You
got to get
Some
like
real stuff.
Latrell Sprewell on here. Talk to him.
Give me, yeah.
Watch the neck.
Wait, actually, real quick, should we? For last thing before we go, should we finish up with a prediction for this one?
Mm.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep the story going here. I think
Yeah, me
I think
too.
we pull it off somehow. This is going to get into next week.
Yeah, 33-29 Elks.
35-32 Elks in overtime.
I like that.
In overtime. It's a field goal to win it.
I dig
Like
it.
that. Vincent Blanchard kicking it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jake
It's gonna have to be.
Julian, get practicing this
You
week.
just gave me flashbacks though, because last time Vincent was in BC Place, there was some hard lefts for him.
Oh yeah,
We're going to
Hard
first
lefts.
game of the season. And then
Yeah.
he was 1 for 3 this past week.
Yeah.
Missing gimmies.
Yes, layups.
I don't know, man. I like it though. All right. I guess that'll wrap it up. Talk to you guys next Sunday. Coming around fast.
Saturday. Friday
Yeah,
night
next
game?
Saturday. Absolutely.
Saturday
Friday
morning, we'll
night
get it all
game.
done.
Is
Yeah.
that your fast beat?
All right. Perfect. Okay. This is signing off. Elks 101. Love you guys.